My students all really know this, but it's always good to remind ourselves about alignment, the things that we're looking out for from the very, very beginning, right? So we always want to make sure that we're holding our arms as an extension of our back, right? So your shoulders should be shrugged, rolled back, and then pulled down, right? Now what that does is that gives us a nice wide shoulder line. It makes your neck look a lot longer, and it relaxes your traps, right? So you're not gripping. So we want to lock them back and down for the entire class, right? You should be able to move your arms any direction without them suddenly shearing forward like this. Now, moving down in our body, we've got our rib cage that fans out here. What we don't want to end up doing is puffing up or splaying our ribs as we breathe, right? We don't want this to open and close here. We always want this to feel like we can scotch tape it closed, right? So imagine if you taped an X here, you want to be breathing into your back, but you don't want everything as we start dancing full scale, we don't want to suddenly like throw our head behind us or destabilize this part of our body. And then the front of your pelvis, we don't want our pelvis to actually ever tip back like this. We always want to feel like we're essentially tucking under, right? Because what we want to have access to is our turnout, and you don't want, this is equally destabilizing by popping your pelvis back and forth, right? So shoulders are back, ribs in the front are closed, we're tucked under in our hips, and then moving down, you want to feel like you're pushing down and open, like you're opening a bottle cap, right? Like a child-proof pushing down and open. That's how we want to engage our turnout. It should never really feel like you're muscling it from the front. It should always feel like your butt going down your legs, right? So part of the reason why our pelvis being in the right place is if we're back like this, we can't really engage those inner thighs when you're back here, because it's that down and under feeling. So you really have to be in the right place in your pelvis to start, right? Okay, and everybody knows this who I work with on a daily basis, but my foot's pretty busted these days. I need that big toe surgery because I don't have any more cartilage between in that first MTP joint. So I'm just gonna mark stuff, right? You'll get a good indication of what the combination is, and then I'll basically just kind of do it along with my hands, but I'm not gonna be a good demonstrator. So let's have our shoulders back. We're keeping this closed, nice and flat in the front. I'm gonna tip this forward now. So we wanna do demi-plie. Let's do demi-plie. 1, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 1, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Grand plie, and then back up, and then tendu, and heel down. So quickly down in 1 count, and then 3 counts to get back up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're showing the resistance of straightening. 3, 4. Like there's a big spring between your inner thighs. It should take effort to squeeze your legs straight, right? We don't want to snap it closed easily. And then grand plie, and up, and then tendu into 5th position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plie, and then back up, and then let's port de bras forward, roll up through your back, and then combre back and up, and then let's tendu into 1st, demi-plie down, roll up, and then balance with your arms in 5th, right? So try to make really sure that as you're doing plies that you're not gonna let your butt go back, right? You wanna stay keep your lower abs scooping up the entire time, right? So you hold on to your pelvic floor. Okay, here we go. Let me make sure I'm doing this correctly. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. push the ground away. Grand plie, and up, and then tendu, and pull it across to fifth. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plie all the way down, back up, then open your arm front into second. Now big breath, arch forward. 2, roll up to your back, and keep your butt tucked under here. Up to go back, combre back. 2, and then back up, and then we're gonna tendu into first, and demi-plie down, and then roll up, nice high demi-point with your arms in fifth, to the length up the back of your neck. No tension in your neck, right? Your shoulders should be dropping back and down. And now, feel like your elbows are actually turning out, right? Because we want a nice wide back. We don't want anything deflating, right? So elbows are turning out, but this is staying closed, right? And then big breath and we plie down. Good. Left side. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plie. Then up. Then tendu. Heel down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Grand plie. Then up. Then tendu. Fifth. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Really squeeze your butt. 2, 3, 4. Grand plie. And up. Then open your arm. Now big breath. Lead with your chest. Your head wants to stay up as long as possible until the very end. And now up to go back. Then back up. And tendu into first. And demi-plie. Roll up, nice high demi-point. Flat, long necks, inner thighs squeezing together. Feel the spirals going down into the floor. And you should be feeling the weight in those first 3 toes, right, of each foot. And big breath as we plie down. Okay. Let's do from first. Let's do front, first, plie, stretch, out and stand, out and stand. Side, first, down and up, 2 tendus, and 8. Right behind your spine, right? So don't even be out here. Right behind your spine, first. Plie, stretch, out and in, out and in, out in, plie up, out and in, out and in. Then let's do into the bar, and then forward, and then into the bar, and both corners behind you. One more time, we're gonna roll up and balance with your arms in fifth, right? So out, in, down, up, out, in, out, in. Now, some combinations, most of the bar I'll do with music. There might be some times where I don't want to wait or try to match the combination to the music, so I'll just do it with counts. Okay, here we go. And front, first, plie, up, out, stand, out, in, down, up, out, in, back, in, down, up, out, in, side, in, down, up, out, in. Good, into the bar, 2, all the way forward, down, Draw a big circle in space, 2, and then back and around. Good, now one more time, scoop up, demi-plie, rolling up, nice high demi-point, and big breath as we plie down. Okay, left side, try to keep the rhythm absolutely even. There's no syncopation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to be very up on this leg. Keep all the weight over the ball of that standing foot. One more time. Into the bar. 2. Then port de bras forward. And rolling up into the bar and back. 2. And back and around. Good. Now stack your body from the ground up. 2. Nice high demi-point. Again, keep those ribs closed, keep your elbows turning out. Think of your finger placement. And big breath as we plie down. Okay. I'm always used to saying good, except I can't see you guys, so I assume you're doing a fantastic job. Let's see this. Okay, from first position, we're gonna massage the floor with our foot, right? We're gonna show the end of a tendu. We're gonna do out and out and out, out, out and down to go up. Make sure you can see my feet. Ankle and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and plie, squeeze. And ankle and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and plie and squeeze. Ankle and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and plie and squeeze. Then second part of the combination, let's do plie, 2, 3, 4, and rond de jambe, slice it into first. Plie, 2 and 3 and 4, rond de jambe to a straight leg and slice it into first. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, hold 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5 and 6 and 7, hold 8. Right, so the first time is 5, showing the end of a tendu. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and plie, stretch. We're gonna do that en croix and then plie, 2, 3, 4, rond de jambe to a straight leg and slice it in, right? Again, the entire time, try to feel like all of your weight is over the ball of your foot, right? Because you don't wanna have any weight on your heel, right? You wanna have almost like someone's pulling you by your belt, right? To be over this leg, right? That allows you to access your turnout. It relaxes your hip flexor, and it allows you to train, if you wanted to transfer your weight back and forth very, very quickly. If you're locked onto your whole foot, right, as you're dancing, it takes much longer to transfer your weight. Okay, here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, down and up. And back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and down and up. And out. 2, 3, 4, 5, down, up. Turn around, do your left side, that exact same thing, right? We ran out of music on this. Second time through, we'll do the plie down. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, and plie, squeeze. And ankle, 2, 3, 4, 5, down and up. And back, 2, 3, 4, 5, down 5, down, up. Okay. Second part of the combination. One, two, three, four, and run de jambe, slice it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, hold 8. 1, 2. Make sure that knee's going right over the middle of that foot and in. All right. Left side, last time. Down. 2. Really pulse those plies. Run, jump, and in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's do this. So just listen to the music. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Out, in, out, in. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do sur le coup de pied. Wrap, fifth, plie, stretch, out, in, wrap, in, plie, stretch, 3, side, and 6, and plie, stretch, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 to the back, 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, cross, and 6, and plie, stretch. Right, so we always do a sur le coup de pied. Wrap, fifth, plie, stretch to the front, 2 tendus, just with a straight leg, no plie. Then 1 and 2, and plie, stretch, 3 changing into a plie. Now remember, sur le coup de pied to the back, we want to scoop those toes under. That ankle bone wants to be crossing the other ankle bone. We want to be staying as low on that ankle as possible. Okay? Here we go. Tight fifths. And wrap, fifth, down, up, out, in, wrap, in, down, up, and 3, and 6, and down, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, straight, 1, 2, 3, 4, and left side, wrap, fifth, plie, stretch, 2, wrap, fifth, down, up, 3, change, and 6, and plie, up, 1, 2, plie, up, out, in, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, change, and 6, and plie, up. Okay. Okay, let's do slow tendus out of fifth. We're going to do 5 tendus to the front, 3 tendus changing to the side, 5 tendus to the back, 3 tendus changing to the side. Then second time, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. The fifth one goes into a plie, 3 changing into a plie, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 into a plie, 6 and 7 and 8. Right, so we always do 5 front, 3 side, 5 back, 3 side. Second time through, we just add a plie on the closing of that fifth one and the closing of the third one. Okay? Nice juicy plies, don't make them sleepy. into a plie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into a plie. Get ready to do your left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Side 6 and 7 and 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Into a plie. 6, 7. Into a plie. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie. 6, 7. Into a plie. We always want to make sure, one thing I find that I correct a lot whenever I teach is people are generally really good with not being late, but they're not so good with not anticipating. Meaning that we all know that we need to be in on the count, but a lot of times we bounce out of our fifths, we ricochet out of our fifth, and we have to really make sure that half of the benefit of the Tendu is the squeezing your legs together and pulling your center of gravity onto 2 feet, right? If you're just kind of bouncing in and out, or you're anticipating the music, you're not investing in the fifth position part of it, which is part of the most strengthening things that we can do. Fifth position is our home base as ballet dancers, because you're matching the torque of one side with the torque of another side. You've got this side pulling into this. You got a sense of pulling up and down at the same time. And it's almost like if you imagine squeezing a tube of toothpaste right in the center, all the energy goes up and down, right? That's what we want to have going on, right? This sense of opposition. But if our fifth positions, if we're not really investing in it the way we should be, that it's kind of, we won't be getting the full benefit. Let me listen. Okay, we're gonna do faster Tendus. We're gonna do 4 front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side close front and front and front and front. Side close back and back and back and back. 4 back and 2 and 3 and 4. Then just reverse the whole thing, right? 4 Tendus to the back, 4 side closing back, 4 side closing front, 4 front. Part of the reason I give Tendus without changing to the side a lot of times is it's really easy for us to get the coordination of swinging that leg across, but when we don't change it, we have to really pull that heel all the way across while being really up on this standing leg. You have to really hold on to your turnout and slice it across. When we change, it can rond-de-jambe, so we lose that real directness to one point in space and going back across. So try to feel like that's one of the objectives. Here we go, 4 front. 1, 2, 3, 4, side front, and 2, and 3, and 4, side back, and 2, and 3, and 4, 4 back, 2, 3, 4, from the back, and 2, and 3, and 4, side back, 2, 3, 4, side front, 4 front, and 2, and 3, 4. Woo! I'm getting sweaty. Left side. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side front, 3, 4. Side back, 2, 3. Try to get taller and taller. From the back. Fifth. Side close back, 3, 4. Side close front. Let's do this. Let's start. So we're always going to start with a passe, right? So we're going to do passe and fondu and out and attitude and out and attitude. This is the highest point, fifth. Passe and fondu, 45. Attitude plie, little higher, and plie and up, point fifth, right? So passe, fondu, low, attitude, higher, attitude, highest, and then passe and fondu, low, attitude, higher, attitude, up, and fifth. Right, so we want to get as high up on this leg with this first passe. Show, as we're doing these fondus, that both knees are going out in the exact same plane. Be careful, what can sometimes happen is we can twist off that leg, we can sit in our hip, right? So try to feel like we're trying to see a diamond shape between our legs, right? So we're trying to see in that negative space that we're showing these angles, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, point fifth. Something to look out for, whenever we do anything to the side and we add a plie to it, that's a very vulnerable coordination for your body. It can very easily collapse forward, right? We don't want to do that to our knees, obviously. So as much as you can feel from the minute you start that you're really focusing on your pelvis alignment and your butt going down the back of your legs, it's a lot easier to hold on to this if you've engaged it from the very beginning than to try to find that in the midst of the combination. So before you've even done anything, try to feel right flat as a board across down the front of your legs, and you're feeling your butt going down the back of your legs. You're holding on to your turnout. Now the other thing, as we get higher, highest, when we do anything and we're at our maximum and we're trying to lift our leg as high as possible, that's usually a moment where your head throws behind you, right? Because we're trying to project. Try to feel like your forehead is trying to reach to the back of the audience. Because your head, it weighs 8 to 12 pounds. We want to feel like right at the end of this, you're even more on your leg, not doing some sort of slow fall, right? All right, this is our left side. Here we go. I'm just going to talk it through. Tight fifths. Up. Fondu. 45 degrees. Both knees bend at the same time. Both knees straighten. Both knees bend. And now tall. Point fifth. 1. 2, 3, 4. Now make sure your head stays right up on top of your body. Don't let it go behind you. Point fifth. 1. Fondu. And low. Release it into fifth each time. 1, fondu, low, attitude, and higher, and attitude, and up, point, fifth. Good. Okay, so we're going to do fast dégagés to the side in first position, and then we're going to close back into a plie, right? I can show this maybe a little bit full out once, but there's no way I can do this. I'm not dancing anymore. So have your arm down. Now, when we move quickly, it's even more important that we're stabilized here, because if we're loosey-goosey and you've got a million different things moving around, you won't be able to isolate and stabilize, right? So as much as you can just show that your hips are stabilized, this is engaged, that it's just gonna be your leg, your inner thighs squeezing together, that's what we wanna see happen, right? We don't wanna let our hip go up and down, right? So be very, very careful of that. Now, also something to think of, try to feel like you've got a $100 bill between your inner thighs. We want to feel like we're holding on to that $100 bill the entire time, right? So we don't want to go lift down, lift down, lift down to where you would drop the $100 bill. And then one last thing is, often when we're trying to dance quickly and in a sharp way, we can click our heels together, and we don't want to do that at all. That can really hurt you. So think of your legs coming together, but think of your heels maybe staying, the width of a pinky apart, right? Because we don't want to be clicking your heels, giving yourself bursitis, or, leading to big injuries. And beyond that, you just won't be getting stronger, right? Part of keeping this muscular feeling as opposed to, clicking your heels together is that we're getting stronger, we're energizing our muscles where we want it. So, I don't think I even told you a combination. With our arms down, we're gonna do fast tendu side and first. We're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In, down, up. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie 5, 6, 7, 8. That closed back into a plie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fifth position, arm down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5. One more time. First. 6, 7, 8. Squeeze. Down to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, left side. Think of stabilizing those hips, nice and flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Again, first. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let me listen to this. Let's do 3 pas de cheval's front. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now we're just gonna do coupe change. That was with my inside leg. 3 to the side. 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Coupe change. 3 to the back, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, coupe, change, side and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, coupe, change. Now, we want pas de chevals are, it's one of the most beautiful exercises we have because it's about how we're placing our feet to the floor. It's demonstrating turnout, and it's demonstrating real movement quality in that we start in sur le coup de pied. The minute we lift up, and by the time this leg straightens, it's at the floor, right? So what it shouldn't feel like is that we go kick and down, right? It should go and a floor, fifth, and a floor, fifth, and a floor, fifth. And then in this combination, coupe, change. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, coupe, change. Now, pas de chevals are all over ballet when we're dancing in the center, right? Anytime we do a piqué, right? If we go from like a tendu back or a B plus, we pas de cheval to piqué onto this leg, or anything that really moves us, you know, where we're lifting our foot off the floor and placing it to the floor. We usually are placing it in a kind of pas de cheval dynamic, right? Okay, so we're gonna do 3 pas de chevals, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, coupe, change. 3 to the side, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, coupe, change. And 1, fifth, 1, fifth, 1, fifth, coupe, change. 1, change to the back, fifth, to the back, fifth, to the back, fifth, coupe, change, side, fifth, side, get ready to do your left side. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, across, 1, 1, back and fifth, to the back and fifth, to the back and fifth, coupe, change, to the side, fifth, side, fifth, side, fifth, coupe, change. Good job. Let me get some music. Okay, so we're gonna do rond de jambe à terre on the floor 2 different ways. So we're gonna do rond de jambes. The minute I sit down, I'm gonna stand right back up. So we're gonna start in 5th position. Now these are quick, so it's gonna be too quick for us to actually do front, side, back, pull it through first, which is normally the range of motion that we wanna move through. In this case, we're gonna go 1 through first, 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 then 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 into 5th. So these first ones, the first 8, I'm starting, and then as I'm pulling it through first, I'm only doing little circles underneath myself. I'm not going front, side, back, pull it through first. If I stand sideways, you can see I'm just doing around and around and around and around and around. So if this was the face of a clock, it would be like 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock, right? So I'd be going 2 through 4, pull it through first, 2 through 4, right? 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Now these next 8, I'm just gonna go as if I'm drawing the normal rond de jambe path, but I'm doing little curly cues, 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and a 7 and an 8, right? So I stay out out, 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 right? So the first ones through first, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, these go around the circle. Little circles as you move around the circle, 5 and a 6 and a 7 into 5th. Then reverse it, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6 and a 7 and 8, around and around and around and around and around and around and around. Let's just close 5th. Why don't we port de bras forward, Sue, and then balance in passe front with our arms in 5th. So just before, here we go. 5th position, stir those rond de jambes through first position. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then around and around and around. 4, 5, 6, 7. Into 5th. 1. First, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Into 5th. Now port de bras forward. 2. And rolling up. And then we can cumbre back. Oh my God. I don't know what's happening. And up. 2. And cumbre back. And we can finish plie sous and a passe front. Nice high demi point. Sure why everything is so glitchy today. Okay, and I assume everyone is back. Here we go, let's do our left side. Pull those rond de jambes through first position and little curly cues. Okay, let's do this. We're always going to start with a développé to the side, and we're going to take 5 counts to get to a développé side. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, get there 5. Hold, hold, hold. Then passe and plie front and rond de jambe side, point 5th. Then reverse it from the back of the leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, get there 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, plie 3, 4, rond de jambe 5, and 6 and 7, 8, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hold, hold, hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do this 45 degrees if you want to be a little gentler to your body, or if you want to do low the first time, high the second time, do that too. Now more than ever with something like this, try to make sure that the weight stays over the ball of that foot. The minute you start going to your heel, you're going to be gripping You're going to be tightening, you're going to be bulking. We don't want any of that to happen, right? We want it all the back of your legs, and it should feel like you're turning your heel forward, that you're trying to show the audience the seam on your tights, right? Okay. Five counts to get to that all-is-gone. And coupe, 2, 3, 4. Get there, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift it to passe. Plie front. Take it side. Point. Fifth. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Get there, 5, 6, 7, 8. Lift it to passe. Plie back. Rond de jambe. Second time. Coupe. 2, 3, 4. Get there, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Last time. Coupe. 3, 4. Get there, 5. Hold, 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 and passe. Plie and rond de jambe. Good. Now I didn't say it, but I'm sure we all know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you do this, don't sling your head back, right? The opposite, forehead to the front. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. This is our left side. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get there. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. Plie. Rond de jambe. One more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get there. 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2. Plie and rond de jambe. Good. Something to remember. I can't even demonstrate this stuff anymore because of my jacked up feet. But everybody should try and be doing a hip flexor stretch, at least once a day, right? So making sure that we're showing 90 degrees, right? The same with this back leg, that we're not pushing forward, right? But just right underneath our hip. Exactly neutral parallel positions, and tuck your butt under as hard as you can, right? So we keep the front of those hip flexors nice and stretched out. You can also, if I face this way, you can also do it in a slightly turned out way to get a little deeper into your hip socket, or even a little turned in to get a little further on the out. You want to hold it for like 30 seconds, actively tucking under, and then we can back off of it. You should probably have something under your knee too, so you don't hit your patella. Okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we just do low legs? Let's just dégagé front. 1, pull it through first and front, down, up, back and front and back, down, up. Third time, 2, 3, plie, releve, sous, soutenu around, down and up, right? So I'm dégagé in front. This is 45 degrees and just straight legs. Straight, back, front, plie higher, back and front and back, plie higher. Third time, 2, 3, plie, releve, sous, soutenu around, down and up, right? So pull it through first each time. Try to be disciplined that we're not going here and then back, or overcrossing or undercrossing, that it's absolutely in front of your belly button, right behind your spine, right? 1 and a 2 and a 3, down, up, back and a front and a back, down, up. Let's just do this without music. 5, 6, 7, 8. We do front and back and front, plie higher, back and front and back. Plie higher. Third time, 2 and 3. Plie, releve. Sous, soutenu around, down and up. Left side, 2, 3, down, up, back and front and back, down, up. Third time, 2, 3, plie, releve. Sous, soutenu around, down and up. Why don't we face the bar again, just without music? Why don't we do 16 dégagé side in first, 16 left in first. 8, 8, 4, 4, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Plie, releve, and then balance in first, right? Shoulders back, flat front of the hips. And remind yourself, we're not going to click our heels together, right? This is that, another one of those dollar bill between your inner thigh feeling, right? Here we go. 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7. Left leg. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 6 and 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Just 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1 and a 1. Plie, releve. Balance with your arms in fifth. First positions, nice and scooped up. Long, long necks. Beautiful fingers. And we can plie down. Why don't we do this? Let me hear some music. I'm probably only gonna give like 2 more combinations. Let me hear this. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's just do very easy. Brush, run de jambe, fifth. 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 These can go on demi-point if you want. 1 and a up, plie. Brush, run de jambe, and plie. 1, run de jambe, plie. Brush, run de jambe, right? These can just be 45 degrees. It's kind of too fast to do 90 degrees, but if you want to go for it, you can totally do this, right? So let's do, as we're doing this, these don't want to kind of creep around. They want to be very bright. Out and a 2 and a 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. 1 and a 2 and a 3, 4. These can go demi-point if you want, or just do the exact same thing. Here we go. Fifth positions. 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, demi-point. 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, fifth. Let's do our left side. And 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, fifth. 1, 2, 3, demi-point. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Let me just listen to this. Let's do this. Just try not to kick over any of your furniture, right? So let's do coupe, passe, attitude, hold, then promenade, 6, hold 7, hold 8, and then we can penché down, and then back up, and then plie, arabesque, sous-sus, and down, and then our left side. Coupe, passe, attitude back, and hold, promenade, 6, turn your head 7, and 8, and we can penché down, and then back up, and then plie, arabesque, and sous-sus, and down, right? So 1, 2, wrap it around, 3, 4, promenade, 5, 6, hold 7, 8, penché down, right back up, plie, arabesque, sous-sus, and down, coupe, passe, attitude, hold, promenade, 6 and 7, 8, penché down, up 3 and 4, plie, arabesque. Okay, here we go. Penché down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Releve, sous-sus, and left side. Here we go. Passe, attitude, hold, promenade, 6, 7, 8. Penché down. 1, 2. 3, 4, and plie, arabesque, sous-sus. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and give one last thing, one grand battement. Let me just find some music. How about this? One grand battement each direction, turn around, one grand battement each direction, and then we'll do it again. We'll have to wait for the next music, one grand battement each direction, one grand battement each direction. Here we go, right foot in front. And 1, 5th, 1, 5th, back, side, left side. All right, one more time. You can do demi-point into a plie or just do straight grand battements, whatever you want. And 1, 5th, 1, 5th, back, side, turn around, grand battement. Okay, let's face the bar in second position. Just 4 slow grand plies. This will be our last thing. 1, 2, and up. 2. Wide knees, nice and flat here. And up. Twice more. Down. 2, and up. 2 last time, and down. 2, and up, and we can rise up in second, arms in 5th, go for a little balance, and big breath.